Genghis Khan is history's shorthand for barbaric destruction. The man who killed 40 million people, who turned the flourishing cities of Central Asia to ash, who set human civilization back by centuries. All of that is partly true. What history consistently omits is that the same man created the world's first international free trade zone, established freedom of religion across an empire larger than any before or since, invented diplomatic immunity, and brought literacy to peoples who had none. The full story was buried because it complicated the narrative of Mongol savagery that justified everything that came after. At its peak, the Mongol Empire covered 24 million square kilometers, the largest contiguous land empire in history. And across that entire territory, Genghis Khan established a legal code called the Yasa that guaranteed freedom of worship for all religions, exempted teachers, doctors, and scholars from taxation, established mandatory literacy campaigns, and created a postal relay system, the Yam, that could carry messages 300 kilometers in a single day in the 13th century. What historians call the Pax Mongolica, the Mongol Peace, transformed Eurasia. For the first time in history, a merchant could travel safely from the Pacific coast to the Mediterranean, protected by Mongol law. Trade exploded. Technology transferred between civilizations that had never had contact. The Black Death also traveled this route, but so did the Renaissance. The flow of knowledge that eventually produced the European Enlightenment passed through Mongol trade networks. The destruction of Baghdad in 1258, when the Mongols sacked the Abbasid Caliphate and allegedly turned the Tigris black with ink from its destroyed libraries, is real and devastating. What is rarely mentioned is that Genghis Khan's grandson, Hulagu Khan, had a Christian wife who successfully negotiated the protection of Baghdad's Christian population. The same empire that destroyed civilizations also protected minorities within them. History rarely holds both truths at once. In Mongolia today, Genghis Khan is the founding father, the man who took a fragmented collection of warring tribes and built a nation that changed the world. In Western history books, he exists only as a synonym for destruction. Both versions are political. Neither one is complete. The most dangerous conqueror in history was also one of its most sophisticated administrators. That combination was too unsettling for simple history to contain.